Alright guys, so look there, number one, which best represents, best number means, also minus approximately the circumference of a circle. Or the circumference, the equation is pi times diameter. So think that pi times diameter. So then I look at the circle, and I know in a circle, the radius is this, half the distance from the center to the outside. It's half of the diameter. The diameter would be all the way across. And I know the radius is 14, so then the radius is equal to 14. So then what's the diameter? Well, the diameter is half is the radius all the way across. So this is 14. That means another line from here to here is the same as from here to here. So 14, another 14 means 14 times 2 is 28. So then I know that it's 3.14. Oh, because pi is equal to 3.14. So 3.14 times the diameter. Radius is 14, the diameter is 28. So my equation says to use the diameter, D. So D for diameter. So 3.14 times 28. And you hit multiply and you'll get the answer. Okay. Number two there, it says which best represents the area of a circle. So think the area is equal to pi times radius squared. So remember this is radius, el radio. So pi is 3.14. Radius squared means radius times radius. So then the diameter is 9. When the diameter is 9, I know the radius is half. So I know, for example, if I draw this is 9. That's the diameter. Well, half of 9 is the radius, which is 4.5. So then the radius is 4.5. So then I can go over here. Well, 3.14 times 4.5 squared. And 4.5 squared is the same as R times R. So then 3.14 times 4.5 times 4.5. You multiply those three out and you'll get the answer. So now circumference of a circle is 20 pi. What is the area in terms of pi? Whenever you see this word here, in terms of pi, your answers must have that pi symbol. Okay, so it's in terms of pi. So think there, the circumference is equals. So circumference equals 20 pi. Okay, so this is pi here. So then, what is the equation for circumference? Well, circumference is equal to pi times diameter. So then, okay, C goes to C, pi goes with pi, and the 20 must go with the D. So that means that D equals 20. The diameter is 20. So now I can figure out the area. Area is pi times radius squared, 3.14. Well, I'll leave it as pi because it says terms of pi. In terms of pi. So in terms of pi, I'm going to leave it alone. So then its area is equal to pi. Well, what's the radius? If the diameter is 20, the radius is half the diameter, so that means 10. So then it's 10 squared. So then I go here, area 10 squared is 10 times 10. So that means it must be 10 times 100. Well, if I flip this around, 100 pi. So that's my answer right there, which is letter A. Letter A. Look at the next one there. A circle has an area of 81 pi. So think there, area is equal to 81 pi. What is the diameter of the circle? So the diameter is something. So think there, what is the equation for area? Pi times radius squared. So then I think there, okay, area, A was 8, pi was pi. So that means my radius squared is equal to 81. And I know that radius squared is radius times radius. So then I gotta think, what number multiplied by itself gives you 81. And so I think, well, that must be 9 times 9 is equal to 81. So that means what's the diameter? Well, I know the radius is equal to whatever I put here. The radius is 9. What's the diameter? You gotta figure that out. What is that one? Number 5 there. A circle has an area of 64 pi square units. What best represents the circumference of the circle? So then they give you the area. Area is 64 pi. I know the equation for area is pi times radius squared. Va a ser lo mismo. Area was area, pi was pi. That means r squared is equal to 64. So what best represents the circumference of that area? The circumference of the circle. So the circumference is pi times diameter. So you need to know the radius and you need to find the diameter. Okay, once you have to find the diameter, then it's just 3.14 times the diameter. Put it again. So try to figure it out. Okay, do what I did here, and then finish this problem. Okay. Number 5. Number 6. Look at the two circles below. The smaller circle has a radius of 8. So I'm gonna radius of 8, smaller circle. The distance between the small circle and the large circle is 4. So I know from here to here is 4. Which best represents the shaded area of between the two circles. So they don't want this area. They want only the shaded part. So they don't want the area of the big circle or the small one. They want just the one in between. So you need to find first, you need to find the area of the small circle and the big circle. And then you're gonna find the difference because it says between. So what is this area here? So what you can do is, well, first let's put the radius is 8. So then its area is pi times radius squared. So 3.14 times 8 squared gives you the small circle, this one. The large circle is area is equal to pi times radius squared. Okay, so think of the large circle. ¿Qué es el radio? El círculo grande. So think there. This is 4. But I know from here to here is 8. But then from here is 8, and from here to 4. That means from here to here is 8 plus 4, which is 12. So then I'm going to put it 3.4 times 12 squared. Okay. And so now 12 squared is 144. Okay. And then I know 8 squared is 64, 8 times 8. Okay, so what you're going to do now is, whatever you get here, when you get here, subtract. Okay, we're going to subtract. Subtract this one, minus that one. This one, minus that one. So multiply these two, whatever you get, subtract it from whatever you get. Okay. Number 7. What is the circumference of a circle to the nearest tenth of a foot? So think there, the diameter of the circle is, so the diameter is 18. This is the circumference, pi times diameter. Okay, figure it out. I'm going to do it for you. Okay, just remember pi is equal to 3.1. Okay, number 8. A pizza parlor has a large metal pizza for a sign. The sign has a diameter 6, so diameter 6. Which of the following best represents the area? Well, the diameter is 6, but the area is pi times radius squared. And I know that pi is 3.14 times radius squared. So what is the radius? So the diameter is 6. The radius has to be half of this, and that's what you put here. Figure that out. Number 9. A cake pan has an 8-inch diameter. A cake pan has an 8-inch diameter. So I know the diameter is 8. To the nearest square inch, what is the area of the bottom of the pan? So then, area is equal to pi times radius squared. 3.14 times radius squared. I know the diameter is 8. What's the radius? That's what you put here. And then figure it out. Number 10. Which of the following has an area approximately 180 square feet? now you gotta do each one, okay? So a circle, you're looking for the area, so like this one here, the diameter is 6, the diameter is 12, so that means that the radius is 6 because it's half the distance. Okay, so the radius is 6. So then I can put here, the area is pi times radius squared. Okay, so then I'm gonna go here. I know F area is equal to, the radius is equal to 6. So then 3.14 times 6 squared. Okay, and then G, so radius of 7, so then the radius is 7, so then 3.14 times 7 squared. And I know H has a circumference that is equal to 48 feet. Okay, so 48 feet. So circumference equals to that. And then we have J, I'll put J down. J has a radius of 120 inches. So the radius is 120 inches. Well, because this is in inches, and I have feet, all of them have feet. Let's convert these to inches, to feet. Well, there's 12 inches in a foot. Okay, 12 inches in a foot. So then how many feet do we have? Well, 120 divided by 12 gives me 1. That means we have 10 feet. So then my radius here is 10 feet. And so then I can go here, area is equal to pi times radius squared, which is 3.14 times 10 squared. And so now you figure this out, and this out. One of them has to be close to this, 180. Okay, we still need H. Well, H is this. If I do this triangle here, circumference is equal to pi times diameter. Well, if I know the circumference is 48, I need to find the diameter. This is what I do. I divide circumference divided by pi. So then I can put here, circumference is 48 divided by 3.14. This will give me the diameter because of this, which is related to distance is equal to rate times time. Okay. Distance equals rate times time. If I look for rate, I divide. If I look for time, I divide. So here, as I'm looking for denominator, diameter, and so you divide. So you figure this out. That's going to give you 48 divided by 3.14. 15.2, so I'll put here 15.2, so then my diameter is 15.2. That means my radius, and I'll just go to 15. So that means my radius is 7.5. So I'm going to put here, area is equal to pi times radius squared, or 3.14 times 7.5 squared. Okay. So those are the ones that you gotta work with, okay? Let me show you here, okay? This one, okay. This one, and this one. Multiply them and see which one gives you close to this. Okay. One, two, three, four. One of those is tiene que llegar. Uno de ellos tiene que llegar a este número, o cercano. Okay. So think about it. And good luck. See you tomorrow.